Hey everyone, Franco here, and today we're going to be talking about marketing tips for online stores in 2022. So before we get started, I just want to share that I'm going to go play a football game with some friends right now. So if you want to skip along to that particular section, go ahead, go in the description, and you'll see the link there. Now, who am I, by the way, if you're new to the channel? I'm a marketing entrepreneur. I help businesses run marketing campaigns, and I also help others understand how to run a business based on what I've been able to learn doing so on my own with my business partner. So if you're interested in this content, let's get started. We're going to go and play some football right now. So yeah, let's do it. Alright, so I was supposed to go and film and talk about what I was going to talk about, but then I ended up going to my friend's house and having lunch there, and now I'm going to Starbucks to do some work. So I am going to talk to you about these things right after that. All right, everyone, so football was great, had a lot of fun, ended up cutting myself when I ran into someone, but it was a great day. And I will say I'm recording this about 4 to 5 days after, and that's because after I played football, I tried to go to Starbucks to do some work, but everything was closed, and I think it might be due to COVID. A lot of people are not going into work, so some locations, they have reduced hours. I have the marketing tips here for online stores, so without further ado, I think, let's get started. The very first one is to use Facebook catalog campaigns. And essentially, Facebook has been pushing Facebook discovery commerce over the last few years, and it's a very interesting take. So before, when this is what Facebook says online, is that before the traditional way for finding stuff online was that you would go and do a search on a search engine, for example, and you'd put that you're interested in finding a product for this particular need. And then that's how you would come across a product, right? However, nowadays, it's such that now the products find you, hence the discovery commerce, right? Products find the consumer. And it kind of makes sense, you know, if you're on Instagram, if you're on Facebook and you're scrolling through your feed, you're coming across different products, right? And at that point, the products are finding you because you're being exposed to them through the algorithm. And you want to take advantage of this because this is something that is very automated. Facebook is smart in that they know what people are looking for, what they're interested in. So they're able to put the right product in front of the right person at the right time. So the way that Facebook catalog campaigns work is very simple. You have a catalog on your website, and then you connect that catalog to your Facebook account, right? And essentially what you're doing is that you are showing Facebook, you're showing them all the products that you have on your website, and you're allowing Facebook to show all of those different products to different people online. So let's say you have 300 products on your online store, and you have that catalog connected to Facebook, right? Facebook now knows those 300 products and is able to switch between them to kind of see which products get the most engagement and should be promoted most to a lot more people. And then this helps you because if Facebook is able to identify maybe 10 of the best-selling products just by showing different images from your catalog, guess what? You're going to be promoting the products that are really doing well or that will do well online. And that's what you want to do. So for example, one of my clients is running catalog ads to an audience of maybe 50 to 60 million people, right? Now they have like 300 different products and they're letting Facebook do the work by going through those products and pushing those products that people are engaging with and that people are purchasing at the end of the day. And let me tell you that it is extremely powerful for them. And that's, I would say, is where most of our advertising spend on Facebook is going. So I highly recommend you check out Facebook catalog ads. The second marketing tip is that you want to run video ads, right? You want your creative for different Facebook campaigns, apart from like the catalog ads, you want to use video content. And the reason is simple. The tendency right now for everyone is to pay attention to video content. If you go look at Instagram Reels, if you go look at TikTok, everyone is sharing video, and that's because that is what gets people's attention. That is where people are really just spending their time. Now, it's important that when you're creating video content that you keep it very concise. You don't want it to be a very slow video. You have to make it something that people will want to watch. And that includes a video that has to have a hook. So within the first 3 seconds, there needs to be something within that video that draws someone to pay attention to the rest of the video, right? That could be something such as saying, oh, this microphone is the best microphone in the world. Here's why, right? And then that way people who might be on the market for microphone might say, wait, let me stop. Let me listen to this video because that's a bold claim. Why is this the best microphone? So apart from the hook, I also want to make sure that I talk about the value that the product provides, right? And this is where you need to keep in mind some of the pain points that potential customers may have that your product can solve. For example, this microphone is affordable, and I can mention that as a solution to someone who's looking for something that is within their budget. I can also say that this microphone connects to my camera, which if someone was looking for something that would connect to their camera, look, they found a solution in this microphone. And I could say that it's easy to set up, right? I just have it connected to my laptop and my camera, and it's working perfectly. That might be something that works for someone who doesn't want to have an elaborate setup that requires time to put together. And last but not least, after the hook and the value, you need to have an offer. You need to provide a reason why people should buy the product right now versus down the road, right? Because someone might see your video today, and if you don't push for the sale right now, they might push it off until sometime in the future, and they might never buy. So what can you do, right? You can have a discount at the end of the video, right? Where you say, oh, if you buy by the end of this month, you get 10% off. Or you can say something such as, we're running a promo, and if you buy this camera, you get this additional product free, or this digital download free, etc. You want to make sure that your video showcases, gets people's attention, provides value in how it can benefit them, as well as provides an offer that really makes them want to take an action right now as opposed to potentially in the future. Now, number three is email marketing. So ever since iOS 14 kicked into high gear, right, tracking went off a bit. So to remarket or retarget people, it's been a little bit more difficult. But email marketing is still something that's very powerful. So if, for example, before, if someone were to leave a website without making a purchase, your ads would be able to bring them back by showing them an ad of something that they were interested in. But after the iOS 14 update, you can try to do that. It will work, but not 100% as it was before. And that is why you need email marketing in play to allow you to be able to bring some of those people back. And this is how it works, right? If you have people visiting your website, you could tell them something such as, oh, sign up right now and get 10% off your first purchase. And what you're able to do in that case is you collect someone's email, and when they are able to provide that email, now you know who was on your website that did not purchase a product. So you're able to follow up with them with email marketing, and when you have your remarketing ads running at the same time, you're pretty much having additional touch points. You're in their inbox, you're on their Instagram feed, their Facebook feed, etc. That right there is very cost effective, especially if you're starting off, because some email marketing platforms like Klaviyo and MailChimp, they have free service for, I think, small subscriber lists. Apart from that, you're also able to use email marketing to bring people back to make additional purchases down the road without having to spend money on advertising. So if, for example, before you were running ad campaigns to bring people back, well, now you can send an email that may cost you a few cents to reach people to bring them back for, let's say, Black Friday or Cyber Monday, etc. And last but not least, you're also able to use email marketing platforms such as Klaviyo to push some of your lists, your subscriber lists, to Facebook as custom audiences. So let's say you've been growing your email list over the last 5 years and you have 100,000 emails, right? From those 100,000 emails, 50,000 emails are people who've purchased in the past. Well, guess what? You're able to then upload that list of people who have actually purchased products in the last 5 years and then push advertisements to them. So if for example, they're not as engaged with email as you would like, because guess what? Some people, sometimes they have 100,000 emails in their inbox and they don't check them all. Well, if you have their email and you push it to a custom audience, you're able to reach that particular person with a very personalized message, something such as come back, or we appreciate your business. For all previous customers this week, we have a special 20% off sale, something like that. The idea is that with email marketing platforms such as Klaviyo, and I'm saying Klaviyo because I know that one could do it, I don't know about others, you're able to push those contacts automatically from Klaviyo to Facebook, and that way you don't have to manually update any lists. Now, as for our very last marketing tip, we have Google Shopping. And Google Shopping works in a similar way to the Facebook catalog, in that you're allowed to push your website catalog to Google and allow Google to promote your products both in an organic way and through a paid route. So if you have an online store, you're actually able to connect your website to Google Merchant Center, and then your products can show up for free on Google search right under the shopping tab. Now, if you want to push your products a little bit more, that way you stand out above your competition, you actually want to also run advertising using Google Shopping campaigns. Now, these are two really good options because, well, first, the organic option is completely free of charge, and I've seen that some campaigns or some setups for some clients, they actually get some sales every now and then at no cost. And then the paid route is very good because if people are looking for products on Google and you could have your product show up for them right then and there when they do a search, well, guess what? You have a good chance of being able to get a sale. Definitely make sure you set that up, and then that way you have Facebook catalog campaigns running, you have Google Shopping campaigns running, and you're essentially having these two platforms push the products that have the greatest likelihood of getting sales. And what more could you want, right? You want to be able to sell more? Well, this is the best way to do it. So to recap, you have 4 marketing tips in this video. The first one is to use Facebook catalog campaigns in order to be able to provide Facebook with the tools to promote your whole entire catalog and all of your products to a large audience. Number 2, it's 2022. See what I did there? Now it's time to use video creative in your advertising. That way you're able to get the attention of people. People are paying more attention to video than anything else. And if you're not creating video, you're going to be losing out. So create video. Now for number 3, we have email marketing, which is a great tool to be able to help you close some sales, as well as to bring people who've bought from you back to making more purchases. And number 4 is to use Google Shopping, both the organic route and the paid route. That way you're able to show your products on Google so that whenever someone's looking for a product to fulfill their need, they're able to come across yours and you're able to sell a lot more. Those are the tips I have for you today. Those are things that I discuss with any business owner that has an online store, and it's because I've seen that they work for businesses. So I challenge you to implement these if you haven't already done so, and start seeing hopefully more sales coming in. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe, as I'm always sharing everything I learn from other businesses and our marketing campaigns, so that you're able to also learn from them and use them to grow your business. So without further ado, I hope I said it right this time. I'm Franco. Thanks so much for your attention, and I hope that you stick around for the next few videos. Thanks.